right, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, kid it out. Oh, I was stated up because I'm going gambling, baby. Let's go.
What?
I'm going gambling.
Oh, yeah. I forget. I was like,
go.
oh, yeah.
All right.
I did this thing that most sports fans do
yeah, man,
when their team gets in a scandal.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
I was
dude.
like, huh? What?
Oh, now I can gamble?
My blinders. What? I don't know what you're referring to.
Yeah.
I'm like the Ravens back during a certain elevator incident.
Oh,
huh?
Well, that's weird. I'm more like the Saints. We're just we're giving out cash in the locker room.
Yeah, Bounty Gate. What are you talking about? Bounty Gate? Is that some kind of new paper towel roll?
Yeah, dude, it's a quicker picker upper.
Of sacks on QBs.
Yeah, we pick up your bones from the field.
Yeah. They're doing seances. Dude, that's what happens when New Orleans teams get a team, okay? They're trying to hurt people so they can draw blood and then do voodoo magic on their opponents.
For all these people out there that were mad about that, it's like, oh.
Which thing? The Saints?
Any team that does that.
Oh.
Okay, you can't be mad at Ray Lewis. Or no, it wasn't Ray Lewis. It was Ray Rice.
Lewis was not on that team.
No, you can't.
Ray Rice was on the Ravens.
Because no, I know he wasn't on that team. I'm saying you can't be mad at Ray Rice for footballing when he wasn't supposed to be footballing in the elevator. Mm-hmm. Just like you can't get mad at people footballing when they're supposed to for extra money. Who fucking cares?
What? Well, am I only allowed to football at these specific times at a certain percent?
I'd love to hear that phone call.
You can only
God
football
damn it,
at 75%.
Ray! I told you no more football when you're at home. You footballer's done. My football
you cross
coach?
that doorway, the football's done.
You think he called his coach after that? Coach, I footballed so hard my wife couldn't take it.
I think I can understand CTE now. I saw
I saw it firsthand. I didn't realize. Just like God.
This is what I've been doing to people? I belong here.
Just like God created humans, I created CTE today.
Oh man, that video is the most brutal. It's like a cartoon video because like those like the cartoons where a gorilla punches somebody outside of a cage and it's just a straight jab punch. That's what he did,
and it was awesome. I mean, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You think Mike Tyson was like, gee, if he had good form, he could have really set into the orbit.
We could have used that extra character of Mike Tyson's punch out.
Yeah. If Ray Rice would have just used his hips, he would have had a lot more impact on that punch.
He could have discombobulated her and ate her children.
Yeah. That is the all-time best line. It will never be that's the best line ever. I'll eat your children.
It really is. But that was different.
Said with a lisp too.
It's said with a lisp, but
so funny.
It would. Now, how wild would it be if you said that today? Completely different connotation.
Yes.
Everybody say, what did he say?
Yeah. Oh man, but you bringing up the betting thing, I was so confused at first. I was like, Iowa State and betting. Why him wearing?
Okay, so hear me out. Me and the whole O-line went on a 5-game parlay. Okay, us over, under. All right.
We had my Nana put in the bet for us, so it wasn't under my name.
Yeah, exactly. So even though he's off the team, we still had Decker's parents do it.
Yeah,
they're still betting, wheeling and dealing, baby.
Dude, Becker should just become the official bookie of the Iowa State football team now.
Oh, dude, wouldn't that be great? FanDuel, brought to you by Decker.
By Decker. Yeah,
and there's a little small print at the bottom. Decker, the tools company, not that douchebag.
I think it's dumb that the kids bet on the game, right?
No, it's not dumb. I agree with what Pete Rose did. Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. The only person that deserves it, and it was hilarious how quickly they let him off the team, was a defensive player for Iowa State who bet against them. Now, that's the one I go, yeah, fuck that guy. But if you're betting for your team to win, that just means you have confidence in yourself. I like that. Swing that big dick like Pete Rose. Be like, no, we're fucking winning.
Right. No, I agree. I agree with that 100%. Yeah. Especially if they're getting, there were some games they were getting busted on. That was funny that they're bringing up because they always just bring up the games they're involved in, which I get. But yeah, if you're betting on yourself to win, you're you have all the incentive in the world now, on top of keeping your
scholarship. I want to
scholarship.
see the results of the bets. Like, hey, they said they were going to win and destroy this team, and they lost by 16. Like, I want to see the how it turned out.
Right, but this is the thing I don't get. Like, I still think it's dumb. You probably should they know the rules. You shouldn't be betting on the games you play in. That's the whole thing I'm saying. These are.
No, it's part of the new
athletes.
NIL deal, dude. You bet all you want, man. I'm sponsored by BetDSI. I have to.
This is just going to keep happening at lower universities who don't have $1 million NIL.
You know what it is if
deals.
you're going to do this and you're really smart, you and 52 of your closest friends, all 4- and 5-star blue chips, are all going to go, all right, this year, who's not in the top 25? All right, boys, we're going to San Diego State. It's NIL deals up the ass.
Yes.
And then we all transfer somewhere else.
This is what bothers me about this whole thing, and this is my real gripe with this, is because they've plastered this all over ESPN and everything. It was a big talk for a couple weeks, right? But none of these TV stations or anything like this address the fact that since gambling in so many states has become legal, you can't watch a fucking football game, a basketball game, or anything without seeing 900 betting app commercials.
Okay, I'll raise you. How about watching the lines that
I see what you did there.
Yeah. You care to go all in? So
that's but isn't that weird that was the Iowa State's fucking slogan for a couple years is all in?
Just like
they hit it in plain sight.
Yeah, dude, just like their quarterback. They're all in, baby.
All in, baby.
So, no, it's funny because I watch the games and I'm watching the lines adjust with scores. So it's in live time. It's like, okay, the lines moved to this. I'm like, holy shit. It's like watching – it's like
it's the stock market
migrated. Oh, hey, we had a good earnings call. 2 straight touchdowns. We're going to put that line up a little.
In the third quarter, we saw the profits jump high.
Wow. You guys believe a miracle on this field. But, no, it's crazy because it's like the screens of Vegas have migrated to everybody's home now because there's just tickers all over the place. And it's just like, holy shit, I can see all the lines. So you can make a call at any moment to your now defunct bookie. Like, old people still use bookies. Everybody else is calling, the house at the casino.
Yeah. Yeah, you're using the old William whatever app they have.
Do you think bookies, like old school bookies, are trying to break kneecaps at the casinos now? Like, give me back my fucking business.
No. I think most of those people who started those betting apps were mobsters who turned legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay. Oh, man, dude. The cartels are going to make some dope-ass apps.
Yeah, I know. They are, dude. When cocaine becomes medical again, they're going to make so much money. It's subsidized.
And they start giving out, what was it, like, morphine they used to give for headaches back in the West. Just like, just take these droppers, dude.
Coca-Cola is going to become cool again.
Oh man, that'll be the new. They'll have to buy the name Livewire.
The polar bears aren't going to be the only thing that are white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
But that's my problem though. Is you have all these kids and they are still kids. They're like 19, 20-year-olds, right?
Okay.
So and you watch ESPN, you love sports, and now you're just getting inundated and fucking propagandized with television ads. The whole reason ads work, ads
because
exist,
Scott Van Pelt, man, he's great.
Yeah, Scott Van Pelt, goddamn, what a pitcher,
yeah.
You know.
When I took sports seriously, it was a Steve Berman era. But once Scott Van Pelt took over for him, I really started opening up my wallet and became broke.
Right. But that's my point, though, is like ads ads are around because they work and they get people to buy a product or use a product, right?
Yeah.
So how come we're not talking about how advertising on ESPN 24 hours a fucking day isn't also making these kids go, I guess it's okay if I do it. I mean, society clearly thinks it's okay. It's fucking on TV everywhere. So I hate that it's like it falls directly on the school, and the kids are automatically just fucking the worst kids ever, right? Like, these dumbasses. I'm like, you're being fucking subliminally hit with shit about gambling every time you turn on sports.
Well, it's just I don't know what you'd call it. It's like the same thing, but it's a different name, as being a woke person and canceling somebody else. But now you're from a business side of it.
Yeah. I guess. I'm not following your logic there.
So they're coming down and be like, no, this has to be upheld. This is an upstanding thing, and now we're going to cancel you for breaking this law. This is taboo. And just the same thing as you can't say certain words or do certain things, otherwise you'll be canceled.
How do we hold college athletes to a higher standard about making money than we do politicians?
Free drugs.
But you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they bet on the stock market, and they literally affect – that has way more effect on everything in this world, or at least in the United States, in our world that we're in, than fucking Decker betting on the goddamn Iowa State Cyclones. But they care more about doing a federal investigation on that.
Yeah, here's what I think.
State,
if you would have won enough –
state of Iowa, anyway.
If you're a football player in college and you make a bet on the game you're playing and you bet to win, I bet they ignored if you were one of the stock bros betting in Wall Street to make things go haywire and made a ton of money, because the government would come by and Tanya Harding your ass so fucking quick. They'd be like, now you can't play football either because you're just done.
Oh, that's funny. Did you try to fucking crash some of our big firms?
Hey, look, not only did you have paper hands, you got paper knees, you little bitch.
Yeah. And you don't have a YouTube channel like that guy from UFC now, do you?
Yeah. I got a diamond crowbar, you prick. Just beating the shit out of people.
Yeah. How about to the moon now? That's where your dreams are, because you'll never get there.
To the moon, Alice. To the moon. You ever heard that?
Yeah. Dude, by the way, there's a new movie coming out about that whole Wall Street bets thing, the GameStop stock thing.
I saw that.
It looks pretty good. I want to see that movie. It looks really good, I think.
Yeah, it probably
also,
will be.
it makes me even more mad now after watching that trailer and kind of getting reminded about it.
About missing out?
I did watch the documentary about it. Missing out, but also just not even like missing out on it, but it makes me mad that they basically coerced in. They just didn't want those hedge funds to fail and cause a huge problem. I was like, but they should, because they made I'm just tired of people getting bailed out that don't deserve to be bailed out.
Yeah.
Like, they make a bet, and then they literally, like, they're getting fucked over, then they go cry, and somehow they get their way. It makes no sense. I just don't get it.
Yeah. No.
Anyway.
It's what it is. Speaking of movies, I saw Oppenheimer.
Ooh, how was it?
Great. It was the bomb.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was the bomb.
Nice.
It was 3 hours of just different angles of a bomb dropping. It was great.
I honestly
with the flight of the Valkyries going, of course.
Right. I honestly heard it was quite the opposite of that. when I had people tell me about that movie, I wish it was 3 hours of just different bomb angles. I wish it was just 3 hours of the original footage.
It's a lot of like political drama, basically, and it did it well enough that it kept my attention for 3 fucking hours. Where I'm just
that says a lot for you too. You have no attention.
Yeah, dude, it's like chicken feed. No, so I watched.
I was like those fish.
I watched the whole thing.
Pond.
Took my daughter.
Did you really? Yeah. Did she understand the political?
Yeah, she didn't like it because there was like a sexy
all white men in it.
No. Well, yes.
It was historically accurate, and there was only white men in it.
Oof. Now that you say that, looking back, I'm like, yeah. Oof. Especially when he went to Germany.
They kept playing this one song over and over again.
It was so that movie ended up being great. The only thing she got is there's like a weird sex scene, but the parallel to it is so funny because watching this, I'm like, after I watch, I'm like, that's rated R. That's weird because it has. I'd put it on par with Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay.
In terms of language, has a couple more F-bombs, but it shows tits twice, and it's just like,
Okay.
And it shows quasi-sex scene, but one, it's just like he's sitting there and she's bouncing, and it's from his back, and the other one, it's just like, yeah, it's so quick and over. It's
is
like,
is it Oppenheimer having sex?
yeah, with the bomb.
Okay. That would be, okay, now it makes sense. I'm on board again. I want to see him fuck a bomb.
They called me Dr. Plutonium.
Only I can
now.
erupt. I become Stroker, fucker of death.
Yeah, dude. So it ends up going through all that. That happens. And it was funny because the beginning of the movie, before it started, all the previews, made me realize, oh, yeah, Halloween is around the corner. Horror movies out the ass. They're making a new Exorcist.
Who cares?
And we saw this in IMAX. Now, I think I've had this before in people's car where the bass just kind of died. Like it's a making that fart noise going on, and all you get's treble.
It's just Lil Wayne's and Millie just.
Yeah, dude, it just sounds like Jabba the Hutt the movie.
Wanda.
Shababuti Zolo.
I don't know time to time, man, because I ain't got time.
So
I was trying to figure out how to say Lil Wayne lyrics in a Jabba voice. That's hard to do.
Shabalu fireman.
Da Weezy off, baby.
So I'm watching this, and it's so much trouble. It's hurting our ears just sitting in this IMAX, and we're in dead center. So just
would you say it's like Taylor Swift? Treble.
Yeah, except there are more guys in presence watching this. I've seen so many videos, and it's like there's just one dude just standing there like, why'd I come here? And then it's just a bunch of girls around him going, wah! Losing their shit.
Yeah. Those guys got to just take ecstasy or edible before going to that. That's the only way you're going to make it through it.
I don't think so. I think what you take is Ambien. Just get through it.
Ambien? Wouldn't you go to sleep?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
You're just in your chair, out. So we wake up 3 hours later, refreshed.
You wake up 3 hours later, you've tweeted about how some politician looks like a Planet of the Apes person, and
Jesus.
you're just like, what the fuck did I do?
My plane just landed. Oh, God.
God, no.
So, no, but that movie, it ends up being crazy, like what all happens. So I'm not going to spoil anything outside of what you already know about the movie, but
right.
It just was good overall. But it wasn't until like halfway through and I realized, I'm like, oh shit, okay, they're showing this for a second time. This must be rated R. Because the first time I was like, Titanic showed tits for a while, and I almost had a Pee Wee Herman moment, my younger self, like.
Right.
So this, I was like, the first one, it's so quick. I'm like, eh. Second one is where I went, oh, okay, this got to be R.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, they did it again.
It gets really graphic. Oh.
That's where she appears. Like the second one is when she's like basically sitting on top, and like you're
right.
You're staring at the back of a chair, Oppenheimer's back, and then she's just on him, like jumping up and down.
Okay, dude. I just don't get why you need to have that in the movie to begin with.
Exactly.
Like, I don't. Why do I want to watch Oppenheimer? Fuck.
First one, I was like, oh, that didn't need to be in here. That's kind of gratuitous. Right. The second one, I'm like, now you're just wanting to put some more tits in our face.
Right.
And I was all for it. More tits.
Listen, we're trying to be the anti-Barbie. We want war, we want bombs, and we want bombshell tits, okay?
That's right, man. Big ol' areolas. Let's go.
Yeah. We want Barbenheimer to work out. This is what we're going to have to do. I don't get it. Like, it doesn't make any sense, I'm sure. You said it doesn't, and it's just... Like, if there's one thing I never wanted to think about is the fact that the guy who created the atom bomb fucks.
Just fucks with science. That's all I know. No, the first one,
that's what I thought.
First one quasi makes sense. It happens. You're like, okay, I can see that. The second one just is a mind fuck out of nowhere, and you're just like,
Right.
Well, that was just gratuitous for no reason.
I heard that they did a scene in here, and I want to look up if it's true because I haven't seen it, but there's a couple spoilers I've already heard. But I heard there's a scene when they're talking about where they need to drop the bombs in Japan, right?
Yeah.
And the one guy, and it was supposed to be Kyoto, I think, originally.
Yeah.
And one guy goes, "No, me and my wife honeymoon there, so let's not bomb Kyoto."
Yeah, that was.
They're like, "Okay, fine."
I think that was Truman. It was the president. He's like, me and my wife went on a honeymoon there. It's beautiful. And so he takes Kyoto off the list, and he says,
"Really? So that's true."
Yeah, he said it was. What was it?
It's true, men.
It's true, man. He's like, I don't want. It's cultural significance, and me and my wife honeymooned there. Jeez.
Listen, I came in the vicinity of that city once, so I'd like to not blow it up.
My kids still live there, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I heard about that, and people were wondering if that was true or not, and it's like, that'd be a weird detail to make up if it wasn't.
Now, I know that's in the movie. I didn't fact check it.
Right.
But I'm taking that movie at face value that it's 100% accurate and there's no false at all in there.
So Oppenheimer fucks in chairs is what you're
Exclusively, apparently.
What kind of chair was it? Like folding chair? Did they even have folding chairs in the 1940s?
It was folding chair-esque. That second one was definitely esque. Folding chair. It definitely could have been. The first one was a, not a love seat. Those single love seats. It's not like a recliner or anything. I don't know what the fuck they're called.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, though? It's got the big arms and stuff. It doesn't rock. It doesn't have a recliner. It's just a fucking chair. I don't know what they're called. Everything else has a cool name. You got a couch. You got a love seat. You got a whatever the fuck that was. Then you got a rocking chair.
Right. Wait, are you talking about a Chase Lounge?
Well, no. He wasn't in an airport.
Oh,
it was a joke. Fuck.
I missed it. Chase Lounge. No, isn't like the Chase Lounge what you call like the therapy couch? Isn't that what you're talking about?
I don't know.
I'm confused now.
Fuck, dude, I don't know. No, he had one of those sex couches that are just angled. Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't have like a medieval torture device he fucked in.
Well, actually, you didn't know it, but his real name's Christian Grey.
I have a secret.
Come with me to the Red Room.
Yeah. Anyway, well, any other cool shit that happened in Oppenheimer? I don't know anything about it.
Bomb drops.
I heard it's fucking cool when they showed the bomb dropping for the first time.
Okay. So you've seen it because we've talked about like the little deals where it goes silent. So bomb drops and it's silent. I nudge my daughter because she's, this is going to be loud because everything's loud in there.
Right.
It's quiet. Don't worry about it. It's for effect. So you're good. She finally goes, really? Takes her ears out. Takes her fingers out of her ears. Like, oh, thank you. And then within 2 seconds, the blowback from the blast comes and goes, whoa, and just ear piercing. And I'm like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't fucking know.
It's so realistic.
Dad, what the hell? It's just the look of like, what? Why would you do that to me? I'm like, I feel so bad.
I do love how that movie, what they decided to do is they wanted to give everybody that video game experience where when you get hit with a flashbang or whatever. So everybody walks out of the theater at one point just like, beep, and someone's shaking you like, that movie was awesome. Get up, soldier.
Up top. Hey, up top.
Yeah. On your feet.
We gotta get to the LZ in 0600. Go, go, go.
Remember, no Russian.
Yeah, dude. It was fucking great. It was a good movie. Yeah. Seeing it at IMAX was phenomenal.
Right.
It really was.
That's how I wanted to see it if I see it.
The speakers damn near ruined it because they were just
the speakers blew probably after the first fucking time they played that movie.
I'm sorry, I don't know who runs theaters at all, if anybody does, because you were at
They're subsidized by the government.
Well, now it feels like it after they got sued and they're having to pay back all the stockholders that were part of AMC's little whole run thing. They don't even hire like grounds crew to come mow. I got weeds that are up to my waist in the parking lot. It's pretty cool. But the speakers are gone. I'm like, man, if only I had an IMAX at home. Just get a giant screen.
You could now, dude. 80-inch TV's like, I don't know, $400.
You know, I've always wondered at my place if I got a projector to take up one whole wall. Right. And just be like, would that work?
I mean, a lot of people do it.
It would be awesome.
I still don't think projector TVs are there yet. I still like a normal TV picture.
I did too. I like those OLEDs, but I don't have that kind of money just to throw around to get a nice giant OLED.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I can't justify spending over $2,500 on something that risks having it burn in, where I'm going, fuck. Everything's ruined.
Very true. I understand that 100%. I do have to ask you, though, since you now have seen... You have officially completed
Barbenheimer. That's right, dude.
Which one did you like better?
I finally completed the cycle, and now I feel the Japanese hate.
Dude, by the way, that is like, I know it's old news and it's like of course it's been memed to death already, but how it is funny that the Japanese are mad about that, and they're like, well, what if we started making stuff like this, and they did 9/11 jokes,
and we made them better.
Like, fuck yeah,
dude. we did it, and we're like, sweet, cool, let me one up you though. And they made them better.
Oh, you guys are just now doing 9/11 jokes?
It's like, here they bring out the book. Yeah. All right, let's put Mattel on some of these.
Literally, it's like in remember National Treasure when he's explaining to him the
Freemasons,
the legend. Oh. Yeah, at the very beginning of the movie, when and his grandpa's like, "You're not supposed to be," and he's like, "I guess you're old enough to know." Yeah, that's us. Oh, I guess you're old enough to know, Japan. Let me show you 9/11 memes.
Let us show you how we deal with our despair.
Yeah.
We laugh.
Literally, the day after we did.
Yeah. Ooh, it was a good
I always
time.
hear about that, like in New York, like the day after, or like a week or two after 9/11 at the comedy clubs, like the comics just went out and they had like people in the audience, and they were getting people crying, laughing, making fun of it.
Oh yeah, the reverse bomb. Gotcha.
They have become laughter, destroyer of sadness. But what did you like Barbie? Did you like Barbie, or did you find them to be on the same level? I guess they're good for different reasons.
Yeah,
but I
so
don't know if you enjoyed
Barbie,
more
I had fun laughing, whereas Oppenheimer kept me engaged, thinking like, "Where's this going?" Like, fun fact:
where's this going, Nathan? A fucking bomb's gonna drop. That's where it's fucking going.
I never saw it coming.
I like how you're just like, wow. I don't know how this is gonna end.
I don't know how this is gonna end.
I hope these guys win.
I wonder if he'll make Time magazine.
Do you think they're gonna beat the Nazis?
Yeah. No, the thing I found interesting is I didn't know Einstein was alive during the time of Oppenheimer at all. I thought Einstein was earlier, really. So, yeah, that happened.
I was like, you were just like, now I know they're not telling the truth. Einstein was dead by this time.
I thought he was.
You thought Einstein.
I thought Einstein.
They were like, oh, they just threw a smart guy on here. That's like if nowadays someone was like, just put Neil deGrasse Tyson in there.
Okay, we got Neil deGrasse Tyson. Who's alive around him? Nikola Tesla. Wait, what?
Oh my god, dude, that's so funny that you thought Einstein was already dead.
I thought Einstein peaked in the late 1800s.
Listen, that mustache and that hairstyle screams 1800.
Like he had the first photo, right, with that hair going. Wah! I thought I nailed that.
Dude, I'm just imagining you like you didn't look anything up, but you're driving back to your daughter just like, by the way, that Einstein part's fucking bullshit. He was dead. dead.
Yeah, dude. And then I crushed a fucking Coors Light in front of her.
I think they were trying to say like that was a metaphor, like Einstein was a ghost, like telling Oppenheimer.
That's why he's wearing that white lab coat all the time. He's a ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghost. And that's how Ghostbusters
It's a
were
real
born.
Tyler Durden situation in Oppenheimer.
Oh, dude. It was fun. I legit didn't know. And see, wait, and this is how you know what I say is true. I love ancient history, but the second we got to like Europe and America, I was like, fuck off with this boring shit.
Who gives a shit about the French Revolution?
Okay, you know what we do now? We just throw drones at them. Fuck it. Beep, boop.
Yeah.
All this,
I don't feel like you're like, is it history I can actually go see where it happened?
Well,
I don't care.
Yeah, because dude, when we were in school, we were able to play current history just like they are now. We had Flight Simulator, you know, the government's way of recruiting you if you're really good. You're like, hey, you can fly this.
Hey, you can fly this shitty program?
All right.
Let me get you one that has actual joystick sensitivity.
And a couple little extra buttons for payload detonation.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God. That's got to be fucked up.
What, that I learned about Einstein that way?
No. I was thinking about being a drone technician for the government and doing that. And what a fucking weird job.
How funny would that be? Well, I got hired because of my record on Microsoft's Flight Simulator was flawless.
Right. I got to 25 kills streak and brought in an airstrike, and then they were like, you do this on a daily basis. Why don't you come?
It's better than the Johnston brothers. What about them? Well, they hired them because they like to crash into certain buildings all the time.
Yeah, no, Einstein was definitely alive back then, Nathan.
Oh, so I gleamed.
Yeah.
I am now more aware than ever. I'm more dangerous now that I'm filled with this knowledge that Oppenheimer made the atomic bomb. No, I thought it was Opie and Anthony that made
I don't, man, that's fucking wild that you didn't know that.
I legit thought late 1800s, Einstein.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, you were close, I guess. Kinda. I don't know how old he was at that point.
I don't either.
I mean, I guess he would have been born in the late 1800s, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it was interesting. It was a great movie. It really was.
Yeah.
And I learned some stuff like how he was treated and all that stuff. It was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, he was okay. I'll give you credit, Nathan. He was towards the end of his life. He died in 1955. You know, when Marty McFly was about to go back and try to save him.
When Marty McFly was going back to pork his mom, possibly.
Einstein, are you telling me that you helped create a nuclear bomb?
Mr. Calvin Klein, you know Einstein?
That's a great reference. But he was born in 1879.
1879. I was close.
Yeah,
Average life expectancy in 1879 was probably about 20 years. So I got to make myself right.
He died
He's
at
gotta be
76. So he pushed through.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Yeah. Nuts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Goddamn. It's cool. See, modern medicine, Nathan, has really helped out the world. It's helped me out. It helped me out today.
How so?
I had to get a cavity filled today. Because those can turn life-threatening, don't you know? I don't even know what a cavity really does. If you
it allows you to store things.
Rods, right?
Normally you take a cavity and you fill it with things.
Yeah, a cyanide pill that you can pop later in an emergency situation when you're out with your in-laws.
Or you're out with SEALs Team 6.
Yeah, I'll never talk.
Yeah, exactly. You foam like you just had 6 Alka-Seltzers.
Yeah. I kind of want one in case I ever have to go to Guantanamo. That's the one you want to take one. Just be like, oh, I have to go to Guantanamo?
I know about your quote-unquote wakeboarding.
Yeah, but what in a cavity, I didn't even look this up, and I don't want to, but I'm pretty sure it just keeps getting bigger, and eventually you just have to get your tooth removed if it gets too big and, like, rots your tooth.
It can. See, right? I've learned, though, I've always gotten a second opinion now, especially when they're small.
Right.
Because they're just greedy people. Dentists are like, oh, that's a cavity. And you go to another one, they're like, nah, that? That's nothing.
Right. Well, my dentist was because I have a second one apparently. It's one developing on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
He even told me he's like it's typically pretty much happens to everybody when something happens on one side of your mouth, it's going to happen on the other. And he's like, that's why we're watching that one.
Michael Jackson wasn't lying. There is a man in the mirror, and he gets the same shit, both sides.
And he's evil. He's coming out. And that's where the real Michael Jackson is actually in the mirror realm now. He switched places with him and tainted his legacy.
That's what you get with that sweet, sweet drug to help you sleep.
Dude, wouldn't it be crazy that the man in the mirror is just like a call to, like, somehow Michael was like letting you know before. He's like, they're going to switch my body.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Talking to the man in the mirror is the same thing as saying Candyman 3 times.
You just get a child molester to come out of the mirror and take your place.
We should go to Epstein's Island. What?
Michael Jackson was acquitted of all charges. We do not think he's a child molester. Anyway, now the lawyers are off our back.
Hell yeah. He made some banger hits.
He did. No, but yeah, so apparently, like, you'll get it one on the other side just because of habits and the way you brush and stuff, he told me. But he's like, just keep doing that. That one's not developed yet, so you can... So I trust my doctor. It was only one.
Oh, you can't get it before it hits puberty? What kind of fucking world is this?
Well, it's smaller than the one that I actually got filled because he took his poker. I don't even know what they're called. I call them pokers. He's like, watch this. Are
you like my tooth, my rights? Like,
yeah. He took the thing though, and he's like, watch. You feel how this gets caught in there, and he put it in the fucking hole, and it was stuck in the hole.
Yeah, because he's got a fucking ice pick. You feel this?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. My fucking face isn't working now.
Your whole jaw had a cavity. Weird.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's why he was like, you'll just have to keep an eye on it or whatever. But dude, it was the first time I've ever had a cavity, which I think is pretty good. I mean, being 31 and having my first cavity, I think that's pretty cool.
Dude, my teeth are so strong because I think I have so much metal in my mouth from all the cavities as a kid. I might as well be like Lockjaw from fucking 007.
You're fucking, you have antimanium in your fucking jaw.
It looks like it, dude.
You're a goddamn Wolverine from the skull, from the teeth in. Yeah. That's it.
Oof.
What are you doing, bub?
I just chomp cigars now all the
time. But, dude, what sucked is, so I was the first time I've ever done this, right? And he's like, all right.
Oh, floss.
Yeah. He's
got a whole
like,
chicken
how
bone.
Does this work? I asked him how it works because I don't have no idea. And he's like, oh, I'm just going to put this thing in here and numb up this area, and then we're going to inject you with
Fuck that, dude. I don't want to hear your story, but go ahead. I know what you're going to say. It just pains me to hear.
Yeah, and he's like, and I'm just going to put it in there, and then, like, I'll put a numbing agent in there. And I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, I'm cool with that. Dude, it's so funny how you're I didn't realize how squeamish you were. Sidebar until like you passed out when you got your fucking plasma thing done. I was like, oh, Nathan does not like needles.
No, I fucking hate them.
I didn't know.
I had like that traumatizing. I told you, I had that traumatizing thing as a kid where they kept giving me shots every 30 minutes. That was when I got like that poison. It was like, or whatever that was started going through my veins and going towards my heart.
Oh,
now it's in like the ER, and they were giving me shots every 30 minutes. Yeah, so that kind of developed a fuck these things.
Yeah,
like
but this is
couldn't
where
be a heroin user.
Yeah, this is where it's that's.
I'd
nice
have
thing.
to use a spoon.
Glass half full.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to eat it. You have to eat heroin by the spoonful.
I would be I can only do heroin if I'm Kadabra.
You can only do heroin if Mary Poppins gives it to you.
A spoonful of sugar
makes everything go away.
Spoonful of heroin gets the boy thinking every day.
Something in the way.
Courtney Love.
But yeah, he sticks the needle then in to numb me up, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Can you feel that?" And I was like, "No, everything's good." And he's like, "Okay, cool." You might feel a little pinch here, and I didn't feel anything.
Okay.
And at first, I thought he was like prepping me because he kept like talking to me, just asking me questions, which I fucking hate. Like, it's a trope that everybody knows and they hate, but I hate when they just ask you questions. He's like, you have a needle in my mouth with fucking no, God knows what in it. I really don't know. For all I know,
all
you're
right,
about to kill me.
You asked me the questions. Let's see how this goes.
He's like, he started asking me. He was like, "Oh, which location do you work at for work?" And I was like, "Oh, this one."
I can't work at Volvo. I just move around a lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I have a friend who works there.
What's your name?
Dude, and so I'm just like scared though, and I think he's but he is, I guess, honestly still like pushing in the thing because he's trying to like distract me, right?
Uh-huh.
But then at some point, I don't know what happens or what he does.
Mm-hmm. You have non-flashbacks.
I just feel a shot of fucking
fluid
electricity right across my fucking face.
Yep.
And I just go, ugh, and I just fucking shake in this chair. And he's just like, "Oh, you okay? You okay?" And I'm like, "I think so. I think." And at this point, I'm pouring sweat.
Yeah,
just pouring sweat.
Bell's palsy's taking over.
Yeah, I was like, "There goes. I'm now paralyzed. I'm paralyzed." He hit something, and he told me, he's like, "Yeah, no, I actually hit a nerve there." He's like, "That only happens like 1 out of 5 times." I was like, 1 out of 5 times?
You should have told me.
What the fuck, man?
You're telling me there's a 20% chance you fuck up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Actually, you were like, "There's a 20% chance, you asshole." Yeah.
I was just pissed, and now my fucking dentist is on my nerves, you know.
I see what you did there.
Dude, and I was just like, but that was the worst part of it. For sure. And then I'm pretty sure that's why my fucking face still kind of hurts. I don't know if it's still numb, really.
Did he pull the needle out and go, "Oh, that was the vaccine"?
Welcome to getting a jab, bitch.
Your chipped hand disfigured.
But he pulls, but he did, and then he's like explaining to me like that, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then eventually gets down, it's numbed all the way, so he's like, okay, we're gonna start now. Which I'm nervous as fuck because the last time I had any kind of like dental surgery was when I had to get my. Well, honestly, the last time was my molars.
Yeah.
Show me diddle. No, it was when I got my my tonsils, not my tonsils. What the fuck? Wisdom teeth taken out. But before that, this is that was out for the wisdom teeth. But
yeah, but wisdom teeth are like what? End of high school, right? That's when you get those taken out.
I was in my 20s.
Okay, yeah, and early college.
I was like, so that's when I got those out. But in high school, though, when I got my braces, they had to remove a set of molars.
Okay, I had them backwards. Okay.
Yeah, well, no. I
did it right. You did molars first. Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to have like a set removed first. But I was awake for that. I wasn't awake for the wisdom teeth. And being awake for the molar removal, they numbed me up, and I didn't feel anything. But dude, hearing them clamp onto that tooth
and rip a tooth
break
out?
That fucking thing was
it's
crazy.
Bone that's in they're having to break it underneath the gum line. It's fucking brutal.
And I know in order to do the cavity thing, they're drilling away at tooth.
See, ugh.
So because they have to remove the dead part of the tooth to get to and then they fill it. That's the whole point. And so I'm nervous as shit, thinking I'm gonna hear this really bad, which you do because it's just bone, a diamond blade on bone, just fucking rattling your skull.
You know, if it makes you feel any better, shark attack victims hear this too.
I can feel their teeth on my bones. Yeah, but it was the only thing I can describe. Like, it was funny to feel, because he was trying to tell me how it was gonna feel, and I almost thought about telling him this to be like, this will be a fun way to tell people how it's gonna feel or sound in their head. Did you? I know you probably didn't do this, but I did. Did you ever take an RC car and put it in your mouth and then hit go on it and just feel the wheels and the vibration of
the
wheels in it?
Fuck? Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Masochist Corner, where
I don't know, dude. When you're 6, you're just like, I wonder what happens if you just have this.
I thought I was weird. I thought I was weird for taking the lights on the Tonka trucks and all that stuff when they lit up and staring direct, putting them up to my eyeball and staring.
Oh,
into
I did
them.
that. That's classic.
And you're just like, well, my eyesight. I thought they said I'd go blind, and I'm fine.
Yeah. I guess I can go stare at the sun for hours. They probably lied about that too.
Retinal scarring's not a thing.
Yeah, they lied to me. Yeah, no, that's what. So that's how I described how it felt.
Okay.
This is the part that I think is very funny.
Christ, dude. You don't like when you put rocks in your mouth and you just grind on them?
I remember putting rocks in my mouth as a kid too.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, sucking on.
How do you have better teeth than me? That's fucked.
Because I brush my teeth and I don't dip.
Well, that wasn't it. I haven't had any since then.
Yeah, true.
Mine was all. I might as well been. I was basically doing kid drugs. I was just fucking pixie sticks all the time.
Surge and fucking pixie sticks.
Just fucking just dousing like.
It's kid crack.
Pretty much, yeah.
And you lose your teeth from kid crack.
Yeah, dude. Silly kid rabbit. Crack is for kids.
Yeah. But the dentist, right? He's playing music in the thing.
Oh, please! It's 311. Don't tread on me.
No, it's classic rock. It's actually
311.
Knocking on heaven's door.
Oh hell yeah, GNR. All right.
Yeah, dude, they got some GNR.
They were playing Mr. Brownstones. Like you'll forget about all your teeth here in a second.
Yeah. But he's playing GNR. It's knocking on heaven's door. And while I swear to God, Nathan, you know how like sometimes when you're cleaning, you start like scrubbing your thing to whatever music you're listening to. I swear to God, he was grinding my tooth to fucking GNR. Like it was
That last hey, it fucking went too long. He's like, oh, I went through the tooth. Oh,
shit.
Hey,
shit.
You were planning
you
on
got insurance, right?
Yeah, you were planning on piercing that, right?
Dude, yeah, I'm not joking. It was just a straight GNR. And I almost asked her, like, "Are you fucking soloing on my tooth right now?"
You didn't notice the other hand by your cheek doing the ding ding. Just
yeah. I was like, "What the fuck is happening right now?" Yeah, and now my face still fucking hurts.
Shh, my solo's almost over.
Yeah, dude, it was. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I can get my tooth fixed. It sucks, and now I don't know. It just sucks. I'm playing through injury right now. I hope you people all know how much I love podcasting.
I'm so proud of you for getting your tooth fixed and getting triple vaxxed at the same time, dude.
Triple vax. What up, triple vax mafia? See, Nathan, triple vax mafia.
Oh God, don't throw them up too much. The government's gonna start blaming things. Were you? Hey, what happened? Well, he was listening to GNR, got triple vaxxed, and
all right. Well, and it got me thinking driving home since he hit my nerve with a needle, right?
Yeah.
Was
he listening to Spinal Tap when that happened? I mean,
I've been thinking about this a lot, though.
Okay.
Right. When it comes to medical stuff, there had to be a guy they experimented on to find the nerve in order to like shoot that in and be like, okay, if we wanted to numb this person's mouth, how does this work?
So what I'm hearing is you want to know the legal time in which we did this, much like I don't know, Nazi Germany did to everybody back when during their time.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably when it was done, because I feel like, isn't it true that a lot of like modern medical stuff is like research taken from the Nazis?
Yeah, because they did crazy shit to everybody. Like, what happens if
that's not people? I don't know why this is a problem.
You need to lose weight. Radiation can cure that. You throw up weight.
I don't. They are not people, but yet they have the same parts as us. I don't understand.
We just put you in room with reptile.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe it probably was that. I know because there's what's the book? There's that
Mein Kampf.
book about the my struggle with sein Toothache. Damn, dude, we keep bringing up World War II.
Why do you keep doing this every time?
No, but there is that book, though, about the Jewish Holocaust survivor. I can't remember it. We had to read it.
Oh, dude, I know all about this. So when Magneto got out, he did a great dissertation.
Yes. But he talks about getting like dental work or having dental work or experiments done on him in the camp and stuff like that. So they probably were also doing that to them in there too. So that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. Or I should say I don't remember, because I remember having to go over that in history, but then I don't remember the item. There's so much.
Dude, so much. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not going to put all the itemizations like, hey, the Nazis were bad, but here's all the things we learned from their horrific things.
Yeah. Hey, did you know they learned how to take a good X-ray of the teeth?
Yeah.
So,
dude. It's wild. But but I think about that all the time though, about like the first experiments on like, or I did, because that is true. I guess like it probably was all done under torturous, like not good conditions. Because I'm always like, what psychopath volunteered to be like, I'll just get jabbed in the mouth a few times to see if my face gets numb?
Well, they did,
because that's what my brain thinks of. But that's not how shit works.
And see,
back
like,
then.
There's a bunch of people that their intrusive thoughts, I guess, win in terms of, I've seen a bunch of superhero movies. I could get a superpower from doing this test, and then they go die.
Yeah,
but
that is true.
They didn't,
or you break out in hives.
Yeah, but they didn't have that back then.
Yeah.
Because, like, you think back to medieval days when they were finding cures for, like, the plague and shit. They were just killing people that had the start of the plague.
Dude, Da Vinci, who supposedly understood how the body worked better than anybody, like his diagram of, like, I think it's Da Vinci, or is it Leonardo? Or no, Leonardo da Vinci is the same person.
Leonardo DiCaprio, yeah, he has a
moron.
very good understanding of the anatomy of a 20-year-old.
He's dissecting them. That's why they'll never reach past the age of 23.
That's why he always gets another one.
He's just Dahmering all those women. No, but one, I think it's Da Vinci.
It is
Either
Da Vinci,
way.
yeah. He did that.
But he was just exhuming bodies, like in taking grave robbing and studying them. Like nobody could, like they just came like, hey, knock that off.
You know, that is a brilliant way to do it. That is a brilliant way to get just absolutely loaded by grave robbers and be like, but I'm taking the body for research.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole bit I have about how they just found Beethoven's skull.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Beethoven's skull went missing. In
what do you mean?
1863.
It was missing. What, did they have it on display?
They exhumed his body to do a study,
okay.
And then the back half of his head went missing until literally 2 weeks ago.
Back half?
Yeah, they only took the back half of his skull.
That's very specific. Did it have like a map on it, just like Westworld? And they're like, we got to find the center of the maze.
Yeah. Well, this family used it as an heirloom.
It was our coaster.
They kept it as in a shoebox in a safe deposit box in France.
What the hell? And does that count as theft if it was their family? Because technically, your family.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Beethoven's family. This is a random scientist who was working on the exhuming project at the university.
Oh, I thought it was family.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Toretto
thing. And then he passed it down
thing.
to family, and then one guy went, so finally somebody in their family had morals and was like, I don't think we should fucking have this.
It's kind of creepy.
And everybody else is like, great, Grandpa left the skull to the snitch.
You guys, I couldn't take it anymore. I was sleeping. I kept hearing dun, 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 dun under the floorboards. Okay?
And deaf ghosts are loud.
Yeah, geez, they can't even hear how much they're haunting us.
And he's German, too. Like a screaming German ghost has to be terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It sounds like one of those talking goats.
Ah! Is that Hitler? No, it's fucking
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
He makes beautiful music, but when he's talking, he's the worst.
He keeps saying something about something won't replace him. I don't know.
And when he looks like he's sleeping, he's just preparing to play music. He's just like, he's got to put his head on the piano again.
Oh, man. Yeah, good. Well, hopefully, you know what I would love people to use as a family heirloom, Nathan?
Oh, hands, obviously.
Hands?
Yeah, hands. Mr. Hands. Everybody gets their own personalized Mr. Hands.
We should put that in a time capsule.
Mr. Hands video. Just put it in a thumb drive.
VHS copy.
Oh, VHS and Betamax. Be like, I didn't know which one won.
Put it in all formats.
That would be
I don't know
great.
what they're gonna have in the future.
You get those little UMDs from back in the day that nobody used.
Hell yeah, it's on a floppy disk.
Oh, dude, but yeah, you gotta get one of those cartoonishly large ones.
Yes.
Oh shit! But yeah, if you want to get a new floppy disk for current generations, go to punitgame.com. We got a little everything in our shop. But before you do any shopping, make sure you check out youtube.com. Check out Comic Wade Taylor. All together now, Comic Wade Taylor, and then you can like and subscribe, but also be sure to check out this show, Not Worth the Time. We got full episodes, clips. We have a full stand-up special. Wild Horses there you can view.
It's a half hour. It's not a full one.
It's at a half mast. It's it's ready. It took a Blue Chew. It's ready to go. At a moment's notice, we can stretch it out. No, but then there's stand-up clips, all that stuff right there at your fingertips. So again, like and subscribe. Comic Wade Taylor on YouTube. But then back on the website, get the entire network at your fingertips. Monday through Friday, content for your ear holes. Also, get some threads.
That's right. Head on over to the Pun and Game shop where you can get yourself t-shirts, hoodies, all sorts of cool stuff to represent your favorite shows here at punandgame.com. So get yourself something cool. Fall's coming up, guys. You're going to want a hoodie, and you want a nice, crisp one for this new fall fashion season. So use promo code WGAF. That's promo code WGAF, and they get you free shipping at checkout. So pick yourself up something nice.
It's pretty cool, man. Did you know Da Vinci was around when Oppenheimer was? We're out. Peace.
Yeah, Da Vinci was the first guy to start pulling people's teeth for no reason.
Who is him?